Jake, this was an interesting game in a word. How would you sum up the emotions of a super fast start and then hanging on there at the end?
No good way to sum it up other than that's our team, man. The grittiness of our team showed today. The fast start is something that we wanted to do this week. We really appreciate that fast start. We got to finish better 100% on offense. That second half, we got to play way better ball because we were doing all first half. Got to do a second half, but defense did a great job, stopping them when they needed to. Crew, I know, was egging to have that pick because he almost had one earlier in the game on like the same play. And so just a testament to our grit and just thinking about, we just think about summer workouts and we just go out there and play like there's no tomorrow.
Let's talk about that defense a little bit. What are you feeling on the sidelines when there's a little over a minute to play and you're watching them try and win the game for BYU?
Well, first I'm upset they called a weird penalty on Big Tree for no reason. I don't know what that was about. But, I trust those guys so much, man. And when Jack dropped that, I was like, what are you doing, Jack? You catch those if I threw it. If one of us threw it, you'd catch it. So why don't you? But, yeah, I told him to get on the jugs machine after the game. And so, but, no, I trust those guys so much. And they got great instincts out there. And they were playing a good ball game, a couple fluke plays that they had. Their quarterback was pretty good, really good player. He was making some throws that I don't know if he makes tomorrow. But they just were resilient. They hung in there, and they got us the win.
Obviously, there were some frustrations for the offense in the second half. Penalties that weren't expected, some turnovers. What did this team learn from previous experiences that you're now getting better from?
Just everything, every play, we're learning from every play so well. This team is progressing in such a great way. Those turnovers, man, those are kind of fluky. Those are like, the one was the tip off my hand, like that's kind of fluky. The other one was just a little miscommunication and a great catch by the DB. And so, I think our offense has played a really good game today. We played really well, and obviously second half we want to be better. But like I said, the grit of this team, being able to trust the defense out there, and defense trusting us early on in the game to go out there and score points was awesome.
You have basically a photographic memory when it comes to each and every play of the game. So at this point, I'm going to ask you to pick out your favorite play and then maybe a couple of things that you wanted back.
Favorite play, Darius' touchdown. There was a smirk on my face before that play was snapped. We motion chase over to the boundary, two in the boundary, and a kind of a nub set. It was nice. I knew I was going to be protected. We had a 7-man protection called, and I knew Darius was faster than whoever they put against him, and that quarter safety was low. And so Chase took him away, and Darius one-on-one, just throw it up, and he's going to go 5's going to go make a play. And so he did tonight. So that was for sure the top play.
And then for the things, you mentioned a couple things you want back, but is there anything schematically you feel like BYU could have done to maybe not make this as exciting of a game?
It just comes down to execution at the end of the day. I think that their D-line started doing something late in the game that they hadn't shown a lot on tape. We had to adjust on the fly, which we totally could have been better at. So it was just execution in the second half. On my part, too, getting the guys where they need to be, dumping the check down when it needs to happen. And when we do that, we're a really good football team.
How do you feel about being the leading rusher on the BYU football team 5 weeks in?
It's fun. I think it's fun. I love running the ball. I love talking to the running backs about running the ball. I love the vision in the hole, seeing how all the blocks work out. It's so fun for me. It's awesome. It's an out-of-body experience, and I love it because I could just chat them up about their runs, and they could chat me up about my runs, and we could just bounce it off each other. And we got a lot of good runners in this offense, and I'm happy to be one of them.
Checked a lot of boxes today. First ever Big 12 road win. Yeah. You get a win in Waco for the first time in BYU history after losing the first two here. And you win a day game when that has been a struggle in recent times. So what do those things mean as you get to 5-0 on the bye week?
It's just things we expected, man. We didn't come in here, we didn't think we were going to be the underdog coming in here. I think the scorebooks may have, but we definitely didn't. We knew what we have. We know what we have, and that's statement number 5. Like Kalani's saying, we're ready for statement 6 in 2 weeks. Bye week's going to be good for us. We're going to heal up, rest up, but it's not an off week. We're still going to be working, still going to be getting better and stuff. And so, yeah, the guys play really good tonight. Having those stats are awesome. That's what happens when you're in the second year in the Big 12. You're going to have stats like that. I didn't know the Waco history. And just, I think we kind of showed everybody that the day games don't matter because we started fast today.
Certainly did that. Also, are you going to add photographer to somewhere on your resume for Darius Lassiter every time he scores a touchdown?
Personal photographer for number 5 Darius Lassiter, yes.
A man of many talents, Jake Retzlaff. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Spence.
Jake Retzlaff.